Well, hey there, folks, and welcome to another episode of Luthorville. So this episode is going to be all about packing and kind of purging, downsizing, whatever you want to call it, whatever term you want to use for trying to take your house or your apartment and squishing it down into a tiny house. This episode is, I'm kind of framing it up a little bit different. The thing that I wanted to sort of show was sort of the size of my property. I think a lot of my videos don't really kind of convey that. So right now, I'm not by the edge of my property. The edge is probably, I don't know, 50 to 100 feet away. But in the background, you can see my truck is parked, and my truck's actually still on my property. So it's pretty big. 10 acres is not small. So I just wanted to kind of show you that. I thought it was kind of cool, and it was something that I've never done before. A lot of times I've had the rocks and things in the background, but it can be kind of difficult to judge perspective. So if you've watched my other videos, you know how freaking huge that truck is, and it doesn't look too huge right now. So that is still on the property, and I am on the property, and the property line's way over there. So anyway, like I said, this episode is going to be kind of focused on my downsizing efforts, and therefore most of it's not going to be here. I just have footage in my apartment where I'll show you kind of before and after what the place looked like when I first moved into it 13 years ago in Los Angeles, in North Hollywood, California, and show you what it looks like now and show you how much I still have to do yet. Thanks to the magic of video, let's go back in time 13 years to May of 2003. This is a video that I created to show my apartment to friends and family back home in Ohio. So you walk in the front door right there, and this is what it looks like. And this is before I'm moving in. So we have our staircase here, which leads upstairs, and through there you can see the kitchen. So again, here we go. Okay, front door. This is the living room. Here we've got the camera is trying to adjust itself to the brightness, but okay, here's our whole living room, and here we go back to the front door. This here is the balcony that leads out to the front. Let's show you what that looks like. We'll walk over here, and I'll open up these blinds, and there you go. This is looking out the front here. Got our little balcony, we got the street, we got some trees, and some cars. We got blue skies, because it's LA and it always looks like this. There we go, this is the front door. This here is our half bath. Let's go take a look at that. We'll walk over here and we'll open the door up. And as you can see, got a half bath in here. There's me with the camera. Let's turn the lights on. There we go. The lights are on. And it's just a tiny little, little half bath. And we've got the kitchen. Got the stove, and I need to get a refrigerator, which will go here, of course. And, built-in microwave right there. New light fixture right here. And, let's see, here's the dining room, which is temporarily housing my computer, which is sitting on the floor because I do not yet have a computer desk. But, here you go. This is the dining room, and as you can see, we've got nothing but a wall to another building out the window here. So that's not too exciting. Let's let the camera adjust here again. Okay, so here's the other side of our staircase, and right here again, this door is the half bath that we just looked at. So let's see, we can take a walk here up over these steps. And as you can see, if we look out this window, also you see mostly nothing but the building. But once we're back here in the living room, and here again is our little patio. The balcony is right there. But if we look out this window, you know, we got a few trees again, stuff. So that's kind of nice, you know. So let's go upstairs and see what things are like upstairs. Okay. First thing we've got once we get up here is well, you get to the top of the steps. If you go to the left, you can see here's the bathroom. And if we go to the right, this is one of the bedrooms. Okay, but straight ahead, we have washer and dryer built right in here to the unit. So we can close that up. Okay. Now, this is the extra bedroom. As you can see, we've got another balcony out here, another patio. Again, the patio part. Okay, now we'll go back to, okay, this is where the washer and dryer is at. This is the bathroom upstairs, and right in here is the master bedroom. And right here is the staircase that leads down to the downstairs. So you come up the steps, and you go right into the master bedroom. Pretty simple room. There's this is a closet right here. It's a tiny little closet. And then here, see we got two mirrored closet doors again, just like in the other room. So big mirror there and a big mirror there. And here's the front window, which let's open this up. You can see we've got trees going on again. And now it's kind of a crappy day, but if you look like way off in the distance, like way out there, you can actually see mountains when it's clear, but not a very clear day. But this is the view out my bedroom window. Again, I've got some trees here. Got the downstairs. Right there are the steps that lead up into the apartment. So this is the neighborhood. This is what the neighborhood looks like. So we'll start out with this room. You can see this right here is the infamous inversion table, and then I've got the weight bench is right there. Oh, and then this big thing here, that's the power tower. That's the thing you do like pull-ups and stuff on. So there's that. Then we got the computer in the corner of the room, and of course the balcony out there, and then we have the elliptical. Okay, so this is the dining room and kitchen, basically. The kitchen hasn't changed. Kitchen is the same as it's always been. Excuse me. And but yeah, this is all the bikes and skateboards. So yeah, this is a dining room. I had to raise up the chandelier right there because it was too low. And then when I would go to get these bikes off of the top racks, I'd end up bumping into the chandelier. So I had to raise the chandelier a little bit higher. Oh, shoot, and that one light bulb's out. The light bulb is good. There's just a bad circuit. So as the bulb gets a little bit loose or something, it tends to just go out. So, well, whatever. But yeah, so here we go. This is all the skateboards all lined up. So, yeah. All right. Now we can turn back around here. And we'll look. Here's my favorite. Here's the living room. Now, one thing that I'm not too thrilled about is this right here. I've got this storage box thing, and then I put my my motorcycle pants and my jacket are just kind of sitting on top of it. So I got to fix that. I'm thinking about getting a coat rack. You know, maybe a coat rack would fit in there nicely. But anyway, this is the living room, where almost everything has changed. Actually, let's start here. Let's start by the front door, right? So, wow, now it's way too dark. All right, that's better. It's a little kind of blown out over there by the TV and stuff, but we'll get to that. So anyway, here you walk in, and here you can see my good old plastic floor runners. The reason that I got these was so that I could bring the bicycles in. You know, I can bring the bikes in here through the front door, and I don't have to worry about getting the carpet dirty if the bikes are wet or anything like that. And then if we look back through there, there's the kitchen. So, yes, first and foremost, we got the floor runners. And then this thing right here is my shoe bench, which I really dig. It's pretty cool because I get to not have shoes scattered all over the place now. See, just got the shoes in their little cubby hole things, and then you can actually sit down on the bench to put the shoes on. So I got a little bit more plastic right there in front of the shoe bench. And then, of course, the pièce de résistance, the shoehorn. I have a shoehorn, I got my motorcycle boots. Okay, and then here's the other bike rack with my 12 speed, it's like a 24 speed or something, 21 speed. The road bike is on top, and then the army bike is on the bottom. And here's my DVD shelves, which is pretty cool. They're actually pine bookshelves that I got, and fit all my DVDs in there, and you see I still got a lot of space on the bottom, and then I could put some more Blu-ray discs or whatever. And then we come up over this, and it's also good because I can use it as a little table. See, I can put my wallet and all kinds of stuff on top of it when I walk into the apartment. Okay, and then right here we have our 3 bookshelves, which I really like because they, as you can see, they get progressively shorter, so it kind of matches the staircase. See how the staircase comes down and gets lower and lower, and then the bookshelves do the same thing. So it's you know, I think it looks good, aesthetically speaking. The bookshelves kind of match pretty nicely. And then here we have the good old big couch. And that's just kind of angled right in the middle of the room with the bookshelves behind it. And there's a front door. So we got the couch with the bookshelves. And then at this end of the couch, we have one of our surround sound speakers and a little end table thing with a phone and a clock. And then, of course, there's the good old large screen TV, the high def television. So that's pretty cool. So I have 2 cabinets here, and then on top I've got computer stuff and another speaker. So I've got my scanner and printer for the computer. Oh, and then underneath here, that's the computer and some hard drives and stuff. So this whole computer system is actually hooked up to this television, you see. And then we've got speakers for the surround sound. There's one speaker right there, and then the other speaker is this little speaker right here. And then, of course, there's this one right here. And then the last speaker is right up here. That's the other surround sound speaker on top of the bookshelf. So maybe you can see the bookshelves from this angle. And then you could see into the bicycle skateboard area. So yeah. Then this footage shows many years later in December of 2012. This is the spare bedroom, and that right there that we just saw in frame was the inversion table. We can see the weight bench and the pull-up bar and the weight rack and the elliptical. And as we pan over this way, we see the steps leading downstairs to the living room and kitchen area. So when I had fixed up the apartment like this, it's at a point in my life when I had a certain lady friend who I thought would be moving in with me, and as it turns out, that didn't happen, unfortunately. But this right here, this is where the magic happens. That's the bedroom with the canopy. I mean, no guy would ever make his bedroom look like this unless he was doing it for a girl. Yeah, so that's the story there. Here we go with the third set of footage. So this is the last. This is what the place, my apartment, looks like right now. So once again, we're going to start at the front door and kind of look around the corner. Right there we can see the bike rack. That's the only bicycle that I now have left, is that BMX bike. And as you can see, the apartment is in quite a shambles. I have bits and pieces of things all over the place, some stuff that needs to get thrown out, some things that I plan to keep. And the thing that I find incredibly fascinating about this entire process and looking at the apartment at these different stages in my life is that I really feel like the video footage itself truly reflects my personality at the time, right? I mean, that opening footage was very hopeful and inspiring because I had just moved to California and I had my new apartment. It was so awesome. And then the second set of footage was very much about the apartment being all together. And it kind of felt like my life was very much together. And a lot of the things that I had done in that part of my life was with the intention of having someone move in with me. And you could see a lot of sort of hope for the future in that. And this footage really reflects the fact that I need to move on. Because to me, this looks really dismal. It doesn't look happy like the other footage does. There's definitely kind of a certain ominous feeling to it. And look at these windows. I've got the blinds are wide open, and yet the footage still has turned out very, very dark. And if I try to turn it up, look at how grainy it would get. So yeah, I don't know. It's just bizarre to see that kind of personality of the apartment directly reflecting to the way that I felt at the time. So you can definitely see I need to get out of this space. Gosh, I don't even want to open this door, but but look at how horrible the half bath now looks. I have so much stuff crammed in here. It's just become basically like a junk room. I have, oil for the motorcycle to do oil changes, and I didn't even have a motorcycle when I first moved to LA. There's the safety cones that I was using for all my driving practice for the trailer. I got a spare motorcycle tire. I mean, all the DEF fluid for the truck. Yeah. So that's really not even useful as a bathroom anymore. It's just kind of a big mess. And so here, the kitchen. The kitchen is also a complete disaster as I'm trying to pack things up and throw things away and get myself somewhat organized. There's so much stuff to get rid of. And then this is a storage area that's underneath the staircase. I got bicycle parts in here. I have like a pull-up bar, some old novels in boxes. Oh God, I totally forgot about those. That's right, I got to get rid of that. There's some more bicycle parts, a tire pump for the bike, spare inner tubes, an old remote-controlled R2-D2 that is worth pretty much nothing. I looked on eBay to see how much they were going for, and it's like $50 or something. Yeah, nobody wants them. But we do have the bedroom. We can show you how much that's changed. So a lot of furniture's gone. No longer have the canopy. Yeah, there's really just like 2 pieces of furniture in here, and that's about it. 3 pieces of furniture. So we have the dresser right there that I've had pretty much all my life, and the little kind of cabinet that's to the right of it that the stereo is sitting on. Pretty much had that all my life. The queen size bed, I'll probably be keeping the mattress for that. And then this little bookshelf thing right here with Star Wars and Greyhawk, that's another thing I've had since I was probably 10 years old. So probably end up keeping that too. So here, this is looking out the front bedroom window. And again, it's kind of disappointing there's no more nice tall trees out in front, but you can kind of see the mountains off in the distance, which I always really liked. Actually, that black building that's kind of slightly covering up the mountains there, just to the right of that telephone pole, that wasn't there when I first moved to this apartment 13 years ago. So you had a clear shot of the mountains, and now that building kind of breaks it up. But here, if we look down, we can kind of see the alleyway that's on the left-hand side that goes around to the back of the apartment, and then the main steps that come up, and then the driveway to the parking garage is on the right-hand side. And we'll take a look now finally in the spare bedroom, which is also the computer room and the kind of workout room. And a lot of stuff is missing here now. I don't have the rack anymore to hold the weights, and I don't have the weight bench. I still got to get rid of the pull-up bar. I really want to try to keep the elliptical and even the inversion table, which I think is kind of crazy. It's probably never going to work. There's just not enough room in a tiny house, but we'll see what I can come up with something creative. That's it. That's where things stand right now, and this is what I have to clean up in the course of about 2 weeks so that I can actually move everything into the tiny house. So yeah, I have a massive amount of work to do.
Luthorville is an educational series inspiring kids and adults to become excited about innovations in science and technology by documenting the design and construction of a Mojave Desert homestead called Galatea Meridian. Witness the crazy story of how Eric Muss-Barnes, an unemployed computer geek and struggling novelist, risks homelessness by spending most of his life savings to build an off-grid dream house in the middle of nowhere. Having purchased vast acres of the Old West, can Eric find a stable job and create his home before his money runs out? Take a journey where fortitude and a pioneering spirit continue to forge the American dream on the romantic landscape of the American frontier.
Thank you very much for watching this episode of Luthorville. And as always, if your ambitions do not scare you, they're not big enough.